Hello and welcome back to another Pricey HD video, and today we've got another Game of the Week episode. Sorry for the late upload tonight, it is mainly because the preview did sort of mess up slightly. Anyway, let's go on to the Game of the Week. This is Spurs vs Wycombe, and this was a very tough one to choose. The FA Cup round 4, of course. I said it was a tough one to choose. It was pretty decisive in the end. It had to be the Premier League second club versus, of course, the League 2 second club, I believe. I think I'm right. I'm not quite sure. Let me just double check that. So, right now, Spurs in the Premier League are currently in third. Sorry, my apologies for that. Whilst in the League 2, Wycombe are fifth. So I was completely wrong. My bad. Either way, it's a very, very interesting game because it is a League 2 versus Premier League fixture. That is a gap of 4 divisions, as I'm sure you already worked out. It's a huge one. On the agenda was also Wolves, Liverpool, Wolves, Anfield. I decided not to do that in the end, mainly because of the division difference. I know that a lot of people wanted that one, but either way, let's go on to this right now. We've got Tottenham Wycombe. In the background, you got the FIFA 17 simulation as normal, and let's go into some of the statistics. So, this is the first meeting in any competition between Tottenham and Wycombe ever. Yes, that is ever. And look at that, Wycombe go 1-0 up in the simulation in the background, which is really odd. It's like the first goal ever that seems to have ever been scored in the Game of the Week simulations. Including League Cup ties, Spurs have met 4th-tier opposition in 25 cup ties in history, and have only been eliminated once, losing 1-0 to Grimsby Town in the League Cup in 2005-06. Of the last 26 teams to eliminate Spurs from the FA Cup, 24 have been from the Premier League. Only Leeds in 2012-13 and Leicester in 2005-06 have been from outside the top tier at that point in time. Tottenham have won 7 and drawn 1 of their last 8 games in all competitions, so they are on what I would like to call fire. And their previous draw against Man City, that was a very, very, very lucky one. But if you can play not exactly brilliantly, or I wouldn't say Spurs played bad, but, well, they played not great, but Man City did have a very good game that game, but they didn't finish it off, and that is the difference here, really. Man City, they need to start finishing their chances and win games. I know that they was unlucky because of the referee and all, but still. Wycombe have only reached the 4th round once before. That was in 2000 to 2001 season, a campaign which saw them reach the semi-finals before eventually losing to winners Liverpool, interestingly. The Chairboys have played top-flight opponents in 7 previous FA Cup ties and have been eliminated from 6, winning the other against Leicester in the quarter-final in the 2001 season, with Roy Asando, heading a late winner. Not really a player in my memory. Don't know whether anyone of you guys remember him, especially maybe if you're Wycombe fans. Not a clue. Genuinely not a clue. Wycombe's last win over Premier League opposition came in December 2006 when they beat Charlton at the Valley in a League Cup quarter-final. So, it has been over 10 years since they last won a game against a Premier League opposition. They don't play Premier League opposition very often, and it got me thinking the other day, Wycombe would be a brilliant team to do on career mode, wouldn't it? Proper Road to Glory style, and very, very, what's the word? Neglected, I would like to say, in the career mode community. To be honest, I haven't checked, but, I mean, I presume it is. Shall I have a look whether any people are doing Wycombe career modes? I will do that later. Anyway, so, what do I think overall of this game? Well, it's going to be a very interesting, it's going to be an interesting affair. And, to be honest, there are fairy tale upsets in the FA Cup, and who knows? As quoted by the manager himself, I believe this is the manager. Yeah, Gareth Ainsworth, the manager. Gareth Ainsworth, the manager, has put, "There's no pressure on us. It will be a brilliant day for Wycombe Wanderers. Either way, Spurs could thrash them 5-0, but I bet it is a fantastic day out for their fans." I don't know how many are going, but I reckon it's probably going to be about 6,000. Tell me whether I'm very good with that accuracy there later on, after the game tomorrow. We want to give a good account of ourselves, so we'll give the best and see what happens. We know we can cause them problems. If it takes Tottenham Hotspur to end our unbeaten run, then that says something. But I'm hoping we can keep this run going. Now that would be something else, wouldn't it? There are fairy tales and upsets in this competition. If Spurs aren't at their best, then we have a chance. We believe in ourselves. Why not? Go for it, just they've got nothing to lose. And that is the one thing that every smaller side has over anyone in this FA Cup competition. Whether it's the 12:30 kickoff between Liverpool-Wolves, where Wolves could easily beat Liverpool. Whether it's Lincoln City versus Brighton, Lincoln could easily beat Brighton. Whether it's Bristol City versus Burnley, Chelsea versus Brentford, Crystal Palace Man City even, the underdogs have the upper hand in a sense, because they don't have any pressure at all. Oxford United Newcastle is another one I'm seeing there. Genuinely, this could be a fantastic day for Wycombe. Either way, it will be a fantastic day for Wycombe. I can see that coming right now. Right, what do I actually think will happen? How are you meant to predict the FA Cup? I just don't know. Like I said, it could either go one way or the other. To be honest, Wycombe could go and sneak a 90th minute winner. Oh man, that would be fairy tale, wouldn't it? That really would be picturesque. Or Tottenham could have a really scrappy game but get the win. Or Tottenham could destroy Wycombe and dismantle them piece by piece. What I do find even more interesting is Stourbridge could have played Tottenham Hotspur in this round if Stourbridge would have managed to get a win. Again, Stourbridge were the underdogs in the previous round, so now, as it was already said by the Wycombe manager, I believe, Ainsworth, he said they are now the Stourbridge of the FA Cup now. They are the Stourbridge in this competition, because they are fundamentally the most differentiated side in the game that they're playing. I know that you got Blackpool in the FA Cup still against Blackburn Rovers, but that's only a 3-division difference. So this game is pretty much the ultimate differentiation between side qualities when you actually look at the league tables in that sense. Blackpool currently sitting 13th in League 2, by the way, if you wanted to know where they are in that league. I'm not sure whether there's any other League 2 FA Cup players still at the moment. Am I missing an obvious one? I'm going to be really offensive now. Accrington, of course. You've got Accrington versus Middlesbrough. Well, Middlesbrough versus Accrington. Of course, they are a League 2 side. Rochdale. Now, what league are Rochdale in? I know that sounded really bad. I'm going to get screwed at now. If there is any Rochdale fans, I do apologise. Let me just research this for a moment. Yep, as I suspected, they are in League 1. So, no, I got that wrong. Not League 2. I'm not sure that there's any other League 2 players. If there are, make sure you tell me down below in the comment section. You can see in the background right now, Tottenham vs Wycombe in the FIFA 17 simulation is currently at 1-1, which means it would go to a replay at Wycombe Stadium. Again, I do apologise for my lack of of lower division. I was about to say non-league. I'm not really doing very well this video, am I? About my lack of League 2 football knowledge, I don't know what Wycombe Stadium name is off by heart. Maybe I should have done some research. So it did finish 1-1 in the FIFA 17 simulation, which is just a roundup typically of why these simulations are rather dreadful, and I need to change the format very soon, and it is coming very soon anyway. Don't worry, a new fresh format will be coming to the Game of the Week series. Just stick with it for now. I mean, it's an interesting one actually, the 1-1, because it never ever happens. Like, goals never happen, so 2 goals in one game, you should feel blessed. Anyway, I do that for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you smash the like button down below, and I will see you for another video very, very soon.